Hey, what's going on to all of my Cancer crabs out there? So y'all gave me the most views this week, so y'all are getting the first video. You and Capricorns, right? Potentially, right? It could change, but for sure y'all, because y'all pretty much gave me the most views. Whenever it is that sometimes I get it wrong, right? Because by the time I sit down, like I said, to make these videos, a video could potentially sneak past in viewership another video, and then as I'm looking through it, I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize that. But you know, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you. It just means that, you know, I didn't expect y'all to come up in that way, right? Like, you Cancer crabs are really kind of sneaking up on all the other zodiac signs, and y'all want these videos consistently, you know what I mean? So anyway, so if you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. So let's get into it. I'm using the Dragonic deck. So you have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Sun, Two of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Temperance, and last but not least, the Death card. Okay, so Cancer crab is the lower octave of Scorpio anyway. So, anyway, what I'm seeing here for the Cancers is I'm seeing here how a lot of you Cancers, you have the Ace of Swords, right? Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands. 8 is associated with Scorpio, right? Build and destroy, chaos, making order out of chaos, that type of stuff. And you have that a couple of times, that kind of overall theme. I'm seeing how a lot of you Cancers right now seem to be doing just that, making a lot of order out of the BS that's been handed to a lot of y'all, especially within the last couple of weeks, right? I'm seeing how a lot of you Cancers want things to be much more stable for you Cancer crabs, to be able to plan things out, right? Cancers are huge planners. Cancer crabs like to observe what's changed and what remains the same so that they can make plans based upon what shifts, right? So, I mean, yeah, in essence, I mean, a lot of these cards are pretty much invoked correctly. I can't even, you know what I mean? Can't even lie about that. The Ace of Swords, West is air, Sword is air, right? Invoke correctly, right? South, which is a water, invoke correctly, right? All that. Then you have the Queen of Cups and the Sun card. So the Queen of Cups and the Sun card represent how this is a case where there are some things, okay? There are some things that are going to kind of get in the way, or at least try to get in the way, that you didn't necessarily anticipate. Big things, but just understand that regardless of what happens to you, because you have the Sun card, right? And it's facing to, the dragon on it is facing to the west. And air is not, fire is not west, fire is east. So this and it's a major arcana, so it represents, you know, things that you really, certain things that you Cancer crabs may have really wanted to happen in the context of love, context of friendship, even potentially going out to some sort of party, meeting anyone new, a date, some sort of interaction. Things didn't necessarily work out the way that you wanted it to, right? And you see it even in the Two of Cups. Things don't necessarily turn out the way that you wanted it to. Maybe even it's a potentially it's even a person whom at first tried to make it seem like they were a good match for you, but in actuality they're not, right? So you have the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands, which is your ability to see them and they're trying to hide that. But, you know, trashy and disrespectful and overall poor character is always going to come to the surface no matter what you do, right? No matter how you tried to cover it up. So, and you Cancer crabs can sniff that out. So now that you have the Temperance and the Death card, okay, the Temperance represents how this is a situation where you have to understand that, you know, things work like this often a lot. Now you have the Death card, okay, so essentially a smooth transition from making plans with this person and finding out that this person is not necessarily whom they try to make themselves portray like they are to you. And the Death card is just moving forward with that, right? Because things in your life are still going great. Your emotional state is handled. Your feelings are on point. You know, you don't have any Pentacle cards. So this week is, I say, is more so about like feelings, emotions, relationships, dating and mating, right? But the Death card, the Death card represents putting an end to just kind of not paying attention to anybody who, not paying attention to anybody who is on some BS, right? Who is wasting your time, who tries to use trickery as a means of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So you have so let's clarify the Death card. Let's clarify this. So you have the Two of Cups, which you already have, Seven of Pentacles, Magician, right? So the Two of Cups is the things that go on between yourselves and relationships, wanting that, right? Wanting that. Seven of Pentacles, keeping patient to be able to have that kind of mutual understanding between you and someone else to you, right? And the Magician represents, but also not allowing yourself to fall prey to you know, things that, or I should say people that aren't necessarily the best for you to interact with, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. Very clear, concise reading. Y'all are doing it. Peace.